What up, love?
Hey, Sybil, what's up?
Working on the railjack again.
Nice. Yeah, I'm playing Mass Effect 2.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Import ME1 character. Yeah.
I got another piece finished already, and I literally went and got the piece and started it up, and then went outside for an hour.
Nice. Hmm. Hold up. That's
Because
interesting.
my uncle built a bed swing on the porch for my aunt, so I just kind of laid there.
Nice. Yeah, I just got home. Well, that's interesting.
And now I've got another hour to wait. I'll be back in an hour.
See ya. Alright. Let's see. Seriously? What? Alright, let's see what this one looks like. I don't even remember. Really, Ava? Yes, hi.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth.
Come on.
Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose.
Welcome to the stream.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander,
Ashley, go. Now.
aye aye. Everybody in. Go, go, go!
together. Hold together.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm! Commander!
Damn. That sucks. But these graphics, though. Even at 30 FPS, man, this is just beautiful. Alright, let's review the story so far.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. A dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Ash I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research, Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Kaidan with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Kaidan was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Ash saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Kaidan's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Oh, you know for a fact we're gonna be picking a new fucking phase. Perfect. Yes. There we go. Oh yeah, always with the soldier.
stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. Too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a medbay. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the...
Alright, so what we're gonna do. Gameplay. Subtitles. 1.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill
still a work in progress.
Still needs more stuff. Yay.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Combat.
You're done! Falling back. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
They've seen us.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't go straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the... Oh, God. They found me. Help.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of control.
Those stairs, Shepard.
Oh, God.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate more mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Jacob! Shepard! Down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd say.
Because why not?
Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system.
It's just
Completely
whatever,
irreversible.
because
We didn't
I
ask what
figured
you
why
were
not.
doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you
Welcome
listening?
everybody.
I came
Thank
here
you,
to try
Barrett,
and
for
fix
joining.
this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
The graphics
Where is she?
on
Why
this
haven't we heard from
game.
her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
If Miranda's dead, there's nothing we can do. We have to save our own asses right now.
The shuttle bay is only a few... Canisters to clear. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Damn. I tried. It's been a minute since I've done that.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
The Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Systems active. Engaging target.
Get over here. Gotta hurt.
Come on, game. Yep, I need to get a new PC. Or at least the new, thing for my PC. New coolant.
I've got him.
Requesting assistance.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Still can run only a few feet.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead.
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Elusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
I got the recon hood. Yes. Give me my recon. All matte. And yeah, gonna go with all the black. Tin 2 is gonna be blue. Pattern is gonna be that. And I think I'm gonna go with the purple for that. Yeah. Looking really nice right there.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
I return for the moment.
Cool.
Just got the starboard nacelle put in.
Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Elusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Elusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council. Nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Just keep your eyes open. We're looking for anything that tells us who did this.
Understood, Commander. With luck, we'll find something that was missed at the other colonies.
Then we can find out who's behind it and get some payback. got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle. Strange. This system is unstable in all ways.
Charge him up!
Shoot them before they take out your shields.
Charge him down!
Yeah!
Get over here!
Yeah, Chris.
Hello, Iris.
Question.
What?
The taxon thingy do again?
It's a companion.
Okay. And you have like you're still like I'm building it, right? But I also have my Kubro thing gonna be ready eventually. Like I can't have both, right? I just get one.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I got 5 hours left on the Bowl Tour and 35 and that's what I want.
Be right there.
Got it!
Just sitting here murdering enemies on collecting the tail of the railjack. So I can get more credits.
You said you'd let me handle this.
I'm just letting them spawn and then farming them.
Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down!
Oh.
Shepard? Is that
I just need to get like
you're
more shit.
alive?
Remember
I
when
thought
I
I
gave you that
needed-
get data tally?
Oh, I thought I needed
Did it help you
polymer
complete your
bundles, but
pilgrimage?
I don't. I needed it for
Yes,
something
it
else.
did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know.
I just need
Maybe we should ask.
one argon crystal, some oxium circuits, cryotic, rubido nanospores. Basically everything.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so
I'm doing
many
the quest so
resources
that I
to
can
bring
go
back one
to
soldier.
Mars, I think it is.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust
Mars?
me, it was
So-
money well spent. Perhaps we
Yeah,
can work
doing the
together.
quest so I can go to
We're
Mars.
here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
I love using a rampart that's put in like a choke area and just mowing them down.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose
You're
where
gonna
they go
defend
on
the bomb?
pilgrimage. Vitor
No.
liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
At this point, I'm just killing him for credits.
Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Mom.
Yep.
Diane.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what
I
happened.
snagged on some
We should
of
work
my
together
chips
to
and
find
the rest of my
You'll need 2 teams to get past the
Joel
drones
Ranch
anyway.
dip, and
Now
then
we're working with Cerberus.
when I went up to
No, Praza, you're
the
working
general
with me.
store to
If
turn
you
in
can't
the
follow
scratch offs I
orders, go
had.
wait on the ship.
When I went up to the general store to turn in the scratch offs that I had, I bought a piece of
We'll
pound
circle
cake.
around the far side
Like
and
that.
draw off some of the drones
Pound
to
cake.
clear you a path.
54?
Your
So I
people
made
really don't like Cerberus.
Double my
What did I
initial
miss?
investment.
They killed our people.
Actually, no, I
infiltrated
made
our flotilla,
triple my
and tried
initial
to blow
investment.
up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard.
7
Whatever
waves.
happens, it's good to have you back. Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
They've seen us.
Use overload on it.
Oh my god.
There we go. Yes! One left.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Enemy down.
Change weapons.
Rearming.
Right, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Sure thing.
Taking cover!
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door. That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down. Watch out!
This is valuable.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Heat sword. Cool.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon.
I can do the Mars
even
Junction,
for you.
I think.
When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
No, I can't.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens.
There's never been issues with me playing my games before when I watch TV, so don't come blaming me for it.
Disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
I think I need to say this, but I'm gonna say it again anyway. Actually, I do need to say it. Everybody's life does not revolve around those stupid games. There's been internet issues here for the past couple of days, and yes, you are absorbing a lot of the internet with your games. It doesn't matter if it's not affecting you, but it's affecting everybody else.
There has never been an issue that I have been told where when I'm playing a game, they experience slow internet watching TV.
Jax.
It's both on
Probably
Wi-Fi.
because they're not even thinking about it, and the Wi-Fi is not working correctly right now.
Guess what? They have a stronger connection than I do, so if anything, they're taking that.
Guess what? It definitely gives up a damn to you as long as it doesn't affect you. Okay, we all get that.
And then they leave.
I know how that stuff works. I know that I'm not
I'm not dumb!
I didn't say you were.
So don't say, I know how that works, because guess what? We all know how it works. You are not all-knowing and better than anybody in this house.
Never said I was.
You don't
Did you know that because their TV is right there next to the internet, that they take more of a connection than I do?
How do you know the Reapers are involved?
That's not the point.
That is the point.
No,
Because you're saying that my gaming is affecting them when they have a stronger connection than I do.
I'm saying everybody on the system. I didn't say Jackson, you specifically. Everybody on the system is caught, and it's already got an issue. Like, there's been an issue ongoing for a couple of days.
An army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of
I'm
soldiers.
sick and tired of your turd attitude. I'm fixing to take that laptop away from you and wipe it clean until June 21st and give it back to you for school and dare you to put anything else on it.
Track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Nobody was pointing fingers at you. We were just simply saying. And maybe it just could be that, oh, okay, well, I could take a break for a little while.
I've been taking a break. I've taken 2 one-hour breaks.
2 1-hour breaks.
Keep your
You can
list.
wipe that look off
I
your
want
face
people
right
I
now
trust.
before I
The
do
ones
it
who help
for
me
you,
stop
because
Sarah
I promise
again.
you, I'm not in the mood.
That was 2 years ago.
We are living here for
Most
free.
of them have moved on, or their
We do not pay for the Wi-Fi. So it's really not that hard for you to shut your computer down for a little while and find something else to do. Read a book, or get off the game and look for a job. Because my patience with that is about to run out too.
She's still with the Alliance.
It has been,
Her file is
what,
surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot?
3-4 days now?
I don't care, Jackson. I don't care how long it's been.
He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
It's been
What about Tally?
3 or 4
She
days.
already helped us
I
unfold
don't
this
care.
progress.
That was unexpected.
I don't care
I
if
need
it's
more
been
intel
1 day.
before I'll commit to that.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
I don't
She's
care.
on Ilium.
You need to find another
My
job.
sources say that she's
I'm
working
going
with
to.
the Shadow.
Not going to.
If so, she can't be.
If by tomorrow you can't prove to me that you're applying to at least 3 places a day, I'm taking that laptop away and taking it to work with me during the day, and you will sit here and do nothing. Because I'm done with this revolving around your life. Because guess what? You make choices that landed you in the real world a whole lot quicker than you wanted to be in the real world. And yes, you're going back to school on June 21st.
If you think you could convince them, by all means.
But
Just remember,
I cannot keep.
you've been gone a long time.
I am not going to keep funding
You
snacks that. I mean, I bought this. This should have lasted for at least a couple of weeks.
Good.
You ate it all in 1 week.
2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus.
And we're going
He's
on
a brilliant
vacation next
Solarian
week.
Scientist.
And yes, we'll pay. Yes, we're leaving in a week and a half.
Paralyzing
And we will pay for your food, but don't ask me for nothing while we're there. I'll cash your little tax check, and once that's out, that's all the money you've got because you made choices.
What you
I know I made choices.
Okay, well, you need to start acting like you made choices and start acting like you care about other
found a
things
pilot
than
I
that.
think you might like.
Because that is not paying bills. That's not going to take you anywhere. And quite frankly, I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that ruling your life.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Go ahead.
Who's
I can
talking?
see it's on the tip
I
of your
saw you
tongue. Go
get
ahead. Say whatever it
spaced.
is you feel like you need to say.
With a lot of
But
strings
just make
attached.
sure it's not something you can't take back.
It all
Or that
fell
you'll
apart
regret.
without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
The Normandy SR2. Ah! Yes. I see Sybil's having some issues.
Shit, Sherlock.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
You definitely need to get the fuck out and out on your own.
I'm aware.
And in all honesty, they have no right to fucking sit there and tell you what you can and cannot do because you are over the age. Just because you live under the roof of a family member doesn't mean shit. That is all I have. Huh?
So you come to event.
It's the same way at my place, to be fair. Ah, fuck.
The funniest thing is that the only thing I couldn't do was use my family's internet. Despite the fact that my family actually had good internet that could handle a bunch of different fucking things. Because they had a smart TV, they had laptop that my mom used for work, they also had they also had their phones, and my sister was staying there while she was pregnant at the time, while working as well. And quite literally, that is exactly, like, I had to use my neighbor's internet because they were good friends with my family. That was it. Quite literally, I actually sat there, and the only thing that my parents ever cared about was whether or not I took the dog out and did chores around the house to help out. My parents never once told me to get off the game because I was over the age.
Well, quite frankly, my mom doesn't give a shit what I like and what I don't like.
I'd strongly recommend starting by
She doesn't
acquiring
care
them
that this
Solus,
shit is something that makes me
Professor and
happy.
Omega. We know the collectors use some type
Well,
of advanced technology
that's the way that
to
old people
immobilize their
think,
victims.
that have never really
We'll need him
used
to develop a
technology
countermeasure to
before
protect us.
working in the whatever industry that they're working in. That is why that that's why the old should understand where...
Here's the thing, though. Both my parents, in their late teens, early 20s, they were playing games, just like I do.
Without that countermeasure,
My dad had an original Xbox. My mom had an original PlayStation. They both played games on the regular.
To start.
Who are you?
I am
And now they're
Authority's
acting like
artificial
this?
Intelligence. The crew
Yeah.
like to refer to me as
What
Edie.
bullshit.
Exactly. Iris, do you still need an argon crystal?
on my ship.
Yeah.
Have I offended?
Okay.
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's
I shall
medical system on Luna.
take you to the
Your
void.
distrust is logical, Shepard. Unlike the
Oh,
irrational
yeah.
mistrust of most humans.
How do I defeat
However,
the
I am no threat to you or anyone
Vector?
else. I observe
died
and
like
offer
4
analysis
times
and
today.
advice. Nothing
Which
more.
one?
Frost? It keeps freezing me and then killing me.
Is that the Mercury Junction?
No, Mars.
The Mars Junction, okay.
I'm guessing it takes more than just
So
the
when
three
it's
of us
back on
plus
Earth,
Joe
'cause
to
you go
fly
from
this
Earth, you
ship.
go Venus,
Yeah.
and then
The Normandy has a full
so I'm
crew.
doing that, and I
They're at
can't
the
do
stations
it.
awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll
I
plot a
don't
course.
remember.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you
I
have
think
any
you just
questions.
I think I kept using my first ability and kept running and shooting it and not really staying in one place for too long.
You never want to.
Well, I then adopted that tactic of standing in one place behind a pillar and then headshotting each Spectre because it was easier than running around.
Well, see, for me, like the last Spectre I did, I literally had to melee it, like do a melee combo on it like twice, and then it died. And this
Yeah.
one's like, nah. This is like, nah.
Okay, hold on.
So I have a random question for you.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a southern accent? Your parents do.
So, I was born in Indianapolis, and we moved here to Georgia when I was around 6 months old. The thing is that occasionally I can sound somewhat southern. It's usually when I'm talking to a bulk majority of my family, but if it's one-on-one like that with my parents, or just with friends, I rarely ever show hints of an accent.
Yeah. And it's because you just
I just never really picked up an accent.
Wait. Hold up.
Huh.
What?
Hold
Let me-
up.
Wait, do Indianapolis people have more of an accent than Georgia people?
Quite a bit, actually.
Okay, because I've never been to Georgia. I've been to Indianapolis though, twice. And man, they're cool. But yeah, there's lots of southern sounding people there. And we also we went to Louisville. That was cool. I got to see the Emerald Downs. That was cool. Emerald Downs.
Wait.
Because FFA, we do national trips or whatever. If
What?
I qualified, and I qualified because my brain.
Wait,
was
am I-
Fluffy?
Something interesting that I just noticed.
Okay, what is it?
With one of the messages that you get at the beginning of this game, if you complete Mass Effect 1,
Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe.
it was talking about my funds that I had in the previous game.
To be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I like the
Now I'm curious to see if I can actually access any of that funds.
It's like ship cancer.
What mission do you recommend doing, Fluffy? For
Not the last one from Phobos, but it's the one.
The capture mission?
Yeah.
Hepit?
Yeah, Hepit. From what I've been told, Hepit is a really good one.
Okay. Just gotta wait
It's not
for
the same,
little
Joe.
Missy here to
There's
join
nothing
the
here that
group.
was even part of the real Normandy.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
There's us.
Little Missy?
I have to take what I can get. The
That's
last
what I called
2
you.
years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I'm trying to defeat the Frost Spectre, and if I die this time, then I'm gonna give up.
Downer.
Okay, Gracie. Shush. I can't right now. No, ma'am. Okay, you're doing stupid stuff. I know. Okay, she's a kid. She was in Kanicki's spot on his chair.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions?
My gosh.
Like
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed. Some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when
Oh my
certain
gosh.
conditions are met,
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
So dramatic.
in close range, ship to ship, once I seize control of their systems,
You're so cool,
I can turn off
Gracie,
gravity
wow.
or air. I can
Say
disable
what?
weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the
Y'all
defense,
just wanna,
I manage Normandy's own
like,
suite of
put the
jammers,
stream up and just go
decoys, and
AFK?
internal firewalls.
A minute.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly
I'm trying to
enough
kill
to
this
changing
thing.
circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization.
I don't understand how health works. What's yellow? What's blue? Like what?
Yellow, what?
The health. Okay, so this guy's health.
The Elusive
Oh,
Man
the
has
yellow and
monitoring
blue?
devices on board?
Yeah.
So blue is shield, yellow is health. So when you break blue, it'll start taking away
He has an
health.
interest in
There's so much
monitoring our
shield.
progress.
I'm gonna die again. I'm not gonna defeat them this time. Yep, definitely die this time.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people
Yep.
I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Okay, I died. So I'll join Little Missy. Send me an invite. I can't. Wait, hold on. It's being stupid again. It's not letting me join. So, 1 second. Okay.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
So, yes, Indianapolis people have more of an accent than Georgians.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more you know.
Okay,
How
I'll
is Cerberus
go
organized?
capture the target. You can start looking for
Cerberus is
an Argon crystal
task-oriented cells.
cluster.
Each operates in isolation.
Can be anywhere. If you find one, don't break it. Just waypoint it and I'll come, and then we can break it standing next to it so we both get it.
Directed by Operator Lawson.
What did you say? Did you say go hockey teams?
No?
No, not you. Gracie, what? You don't... Okay. You're in Minnesota.
So
what?
how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
We
I
do?
have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
No, what is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Who's what?
Although I am less controlled than other AI,
I don't know,
am still
someone from
subject to
Minnesota,
behavioral
probably.
blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question.
How do you
by
see? What does an
Cerberus'
argon
levels of
thingy look
secret
like?
classification.
If you go,
How
like,
did
if you
Cerberus
see a
replicate
Rubido formation or
most advanced
something,
warship in
it
the
looks
Alliance
similar to
Navy
that.
without anyone knowing?
But it's purple.
I have a block
Yeah.
that prevents me from answering.
And it'll say argon crystal when you look at it directly.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Is there like usually an argon crystal thingy-majiggy here?
Yeah, there's usually one hiding around somewhere.
Okay, I keep looking. Death orb. That's cool.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Ferrite formation.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs.
Oh, where I
listen.
searched and where I have
It's
not
not a
searched.
full-time job, and it's most effective
It
when done
can be a
informally.
little confusing.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
What's this waypoint on the map?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We
Pick
look out
up
for human interests.
Ayatin
Advance
science.
human technology,
Sure, I'll take that.
save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say?
Ferrite
I'm a
deposit.
people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Rubido. You don't need Rubido, right? I can have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later. Welcome aboard, Commander.
What's this area of the ship? That's all for now.
These maps are
Logging
so
you.
big, it's like hard to see what's going on.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege
God,
to
this
serve on
looks
the Normandy.
so much better. Ah!
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As
Whatever
long as
door-
the elusive man
door-
walks his talk.
whatever door
And
that
you do the
shows the
same,
extraction,
I'll
I
do
can't
my
get
best to
through
make
to
sure
it.
that's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason.
Is there like
Doubt
a
you
con-
can find a more checkered
control
past.
panel somewhere
But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be
to
remembered
hack the
differently.
security?
Or we'll all be tried and executed.
I don't think there's security on these
About it as
maps.
hard as I have.
I didn't think so, but the door that it wants me to go through isn't openable.
Then there's an alternate route.
Find it. Look.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
What? Fuck, I can't actually pick the AR that was in the original
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Mass Effect 2. That's bullshit. I love that AR. It was a dimmer. And that dimmer was good. It was a good dimmer. High output damage, great against
How about this
barriers
one right
and
here?
shields.
Nice, got them.
Dimmer back. Motherfuckers. So they skipped out on a few
Did you
things.
have a waypoint to that, or did anything, or did you find that? Or you just
No, I saw where you were, so I was coming towards you.
And I was coming towards you. Well, I was kind of coming towards you. And we just happened to stumble upon it. That's good.
Yeah, I saw a Rubido formation, and I looked behind it, and I was like, "Is that our gun?"
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, when was her first birthday?
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Prince. Commander Shepard. Sergeant Rupert
I love
Gardner
making those
here.
things
How
explode.
can I be of service?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients...
If I had
Hey,
that
Dad.
whale,
Much appreciated. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
what do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Nice, because I need Rubido anyway. Let me go to my orbiter, look what I need.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
I need circuits, oxium, cryotic, and nanospores. Do you know where to get these things? Because I should know.
What did you say again? Cryotic and nanospores and...
circuits and oxium.
Yeah.
I need circuits. I need a lot of circuits. I need a lot of oxium. Some nanospores and some cryotic. I need a lot of cryotic. I have 899,000, so.
You need to get
How did you find your way into
2,500 more credits.
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Yeah, okay. Now it's an hour.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Okay, so... Nanospores, control circuits, and...
Commander
Wait, I have a taxon. How do I use it?
I watched the Normandy crumble
You go
with you
equip
on
it
board.
in your arsenal.
It's good to see you alive.
So, cryotic, nanospores, and circuit boards?
Circuits, cryotic, nanospores, and oxium.
Okay. Oxium. We'll have to do Oxium when we can get the four of us on again.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see.
Okay, Venus has
Welcome back,
circuits.
Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
We'll do Aphrodite, and I can go around doing the objective, and you can run around looking for
It's expensive, and
crates
we
and
have
stuff.
much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've
it
been
would
with
help
the
if you were
Alliance
in
for
my
years. Why leave now?
Yeah, sorry, I had to look for a
After the
second.
Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken
Okay.
Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
You ready?
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Thank you for marking that, or, well, I was gonna say thank you for marking that at Amber Star, but I forgot they marked themselves.
I didn't mark nothing.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was saying, that Amber Stars and Cyan Stars will mark themselves when they appear. There's a crate right there.
How did you end up with Cerberus, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is
I got a
state of the
security
art.
camera. I hit
When I
one.
got the
I
opportunity
killed
to
the
work on
security
her,
camera.
I had to jump.
Please be proud of me for that one. I did an
Good job.
entire stealth mission today, not that long ago.
You did a what?
I did an entire stealth mission, you know, the one where I had to go hack 3 spots.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Yeah.
I did
Actually,
an
we don't
entire
know much
one
about
all
the
by
organization
myself,
other than the
didn't
Normandy
trigger
team.
any alarm, not
We
a
know our
single
mission
one.
and who's in
Good
charge.
job.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down.
Alloy drum.
Let's see if the captain's cabin looks just the same as I remember. It does. Yes. Oh, that is cool. Yes, there we go. Now I could use this whenever I'm walking around. Yes.
No messages for you, Commander.
Alright. What we're gonna do is land, and then we're gonna, because I gotta go eat dinner, and then might be right back.
Okay, have a good dinner.
Oh, I'm gonna possibly stream while eating dinner. That's the thing.
Oh right, I need to turn your stream on.
Even though Sybil isn't watching it anymore. On his phone.
I'm watching it on my phone.
Huh. Wonder why then it only says that there's only one person.
Did you get timed out? Like, did your phone shut off?
Nope. I have my phone set to where it won't go dark.
Me too.
Because I tend to lay down and watch YouTube, so I'd rather it not go dark.
Yeah.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife.
Yeah, if they have like a blue symbol popping up on them, it means you can loot it.
Yeah. I just figured that out when you marked one. You were like, yeah, you could get that one, and I was like, what? Oh my gosh. What an idiot move. Oh, there's some Oxium there too. Perfect.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Alright, so I will be right back. Oh yeah. It is dinner time.
What'd you get to eat?
Girlfriend sat there and made orange chicken, rice, and pot stickers.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, someone else got married.
Beyonce.
I was about to say using the wrong terminology there.
I don't give a shit.
I think this person was 1 year older than me in school. And they got married now.
No one says
I think I
you
know
talk,
like
jackass.
4 or 5
You
people
Saeed Masani?
that are getting married that were like, or just got married that are like
That's me.
within a few
You
years
must
of
be
me, and
Commander
it's
Shepard.
just so strange.
Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
Also, I was talking the other day of like,
I
it's so
assume
weird
you've
that
been
now,
briefed.
like my
I've
job,
done my
right?
homework.
It feels weird that to
Cerberus
go
sent me everything
and
I needed to know.
first of all, I'm 19 years old. This 19-year-old
contacts told me
girl,
we're
and I'm
picking up
working
one
with
man,
a
not
bunch of
two.
guys who are like 30,
Battalion
40,
delinquent.
50 years old. I
They
think
stop
one
someone
or
rich
two
enough
might be
behind me
near
to
my
go
age,
after
but like I'm the
and for
only
my
female
criminal
that I've ever
mind
seen
breaks
there,
even.
except for like the big boss man's wife.
I didn't do it.
I said, shut it.
But it feels
Tried to leave me on
like
a
I'm
chase
so
all
used
over
to
the
like
systems.
school, you know, everyone's like
Should've known
Mr. and
better.
Mrs. this,
These people
but like I know
always
everyone's
want
first
to
names
make
now when I call them by their first names. It feels weird to call like this 50-year-old guy by his first name, you know?
What's your
I don't know,
relationship
maybe
with
that's
Cerberus?
just me.
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help
I don't
you on
even
your
know
mission.
half their last
That's the
names.
long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer.
Oh,
like
and now
the
my
one
family's
Cerberus
bothering
sent
me because
This mission doesn't sound
there's
like
one
good
person
business.
that's near my age, probably
Your
like
elusive
25.
man can move a lot of credits.
And of course, if there's a
Good to have
male
you,
who's
Zaid.
near my age, it must
We
be
have a lot to do.
my future husband or something.
That's what they tell
Of course, that's how family works. Of course, you know. It's so annoying.
I assume
Because I
the
interacted
elusive
with him
man
like
told you
twice.
about our arrangement.
And they're also bothering me
No.
because I didn't know
I
his
guess he
name, so I
decided
called
to
him
leave
Soap
that
Guy,
information out of the dossier.
just to bug him.
Good thing
But
I
like,
asked. Picked up
so
a
yeah.
mission a little while back, just before I signed on with
Family, am I right?
Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You
that's
heard
how my
the
dad
name
is.
Vito
Seriously, like
Santiago?
I had like
He's the head of the
a
Blue
class that I was
Suns.
taking, and I was
Runs
like,
the
oh
whole
yeah,
organization.
was just
Seems he
texting
recently
the group
captured
chat,
an
and he's like,
Alpha
oh, who is it? And I'm like, there's this girl named Hallie, there's a girl named Haley, there's a guy named Kyle, etc. And he's like, oh, Kyle, oh,
I'll make
and
sure
I'm
we
like,
get that done.
Good.
just because
Get it out
there's
of the way
because
so we
there's a
can
guy,
concentrate
it
on
doesn't
being
mean
big
that it's my
goddamn
husband.
heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
So what else do you need for whatever you were building?
I'll go look again. A whole solid I think I might have. I think it might make me leave the party.
Come on, let me in.
It did. It was fine.
Ari's expecting me.
Alright.
What are you looking at?
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm
I
not
love-
looking for trouble.
Maybe I am.
I'm gonna need more.
Maybe you
circuits.
better get out of here before I find you some.
I've got about half the circuits in.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway.
Nanospores,
Come on,
oxy,
let's
and
get out of here.
cryotic. Nanospores, oxy, and cryotic circuits. Nanospores, oxy, and cryotic circuits. Okay. We can do more. We can do the circuit thing like over and over.
Yeah.
And here go my friends.
What's the mastery rank 3 text like?
That's close enough.
You can invite me back whenever.
Stand still.
I'm gonna watch YouTube for a minute. So I can get some of my time in my rail jacked down.
I'd almost pay to see that, but it's not an option. You want to talk, you get scanned.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
Ooh, I need to try to kill this guy. The Spectre. Ooh.
Depends on the questions.
I don't know if I
You
got
run
any
Omega?
challenges yet. I need to do that.
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one ruler. Don't fuck with Arya.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood
What?
Pack. They're Omega's major players.
What?
Unless they're at war, you'll never
What?
see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
I'm looking for Morton Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morton. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Maybe I just
Used
need
to
to
be
wait
part of
until
the
I get into
Solarian
Warframe
Special
to
Tasks
defeat
Group.
the Spectre.
He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a new
No
Warframe.
guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. And to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah. Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jared's leading the Eclipse and Garb's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to...
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Oh, that's why. Yes.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrigan.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now.
This is valuable.
Okay, so that's how they sat there and did that.
Tell Captain Gaborn we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gaborn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gaborn we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seemed to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gaborn's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gaborn's tricks. We leave.
I might have something here for you. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
This might be useful.
Hmm? Yeah. You do. Go and put that in the trash, girl. Good boy.
You won't believe your eyes. The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name an
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Oh shit. Oh.
Sorry, that was so me earlier. But you don't have to have an attitude,
Ready when you are.
right?
Get in.
Are you gonna eat anything? Or you still do? You don't do it, well. Well, you're gonna eat something. There's hot dogs and leftover baked beans and coleslaw, but you're getting everything up, so if I eat, you tell me.
Get out your hatchet, get out your hatchet. Damn it. Ah, damn it all.
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
Just tell us where to go.
Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground, but he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in?
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
That's goddamn suicide.
Pretty much. But you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Katka. He'll tell you when to go in.
So the bridge is the only way to his hideout?
Exactly. Archangel collapsed all the underground passageways and sealed the doors to the lower levels. We've got teams digging, but it's taking too long. If they can get the gunship flying again, that'll help. But I'm hoping the infiltration team will finish the job and we can all go home.
They were using a gunship to take out one guy?
Yeah, and Archangel shut it down. He didn't destroy it, but he knew just where to hit it to disable it. It wasn't even a fair fight. At least not for us.
Oh, baby.
Where's the infiltration team now?
On the far side of the bridge near his hideout, but they can't get any closer without being seen.
Bunny, what you doing? I heard your little growl you did. So cute. Man, you stink. You need to take a bath.
How'd they get that close without being seen?
More distractions. Tarek used a gunship to keep Archangel bit. We were able to sneak a few men into his hideout before he took it down, but they're stuck there. We need to keep Archangel focused on the bridge so he doesn't find them and wipe them out.
Please clean your sister up, she stinks.
What do you know about Archangel?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I just do logistics. Tarek and the other merc bosses have been dealing with him for a while now. but don't be surprised if they're not thrilled about talking to a freelancer.
I better go find Sergeant Kathka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
Well, we might have a way in, but getting out could be interesting.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the Mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
Archangel is going to pick us apart.
You need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out by yourself. I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
So the infiltration team is the main focus of the attack?
Tarek's plan, not mine. He doesn't want to lose any more men, so he's throwing you freelancers at the problem. Archangel's not going anywhere, so I suppose there's no harm in trying. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
So you're just gonna hide here while the freelancers get killed?
Precisely. You're paid to be a distraction, nothing more. Whether you survive or not is up to you.
Why are Eclipse on Omega in the first place?
Come here, Eva. And of course my game freezes. Lovely. Excuse me, dog. What? Oh yeah, come on. Oh yes, come on. Yes. Down you go. Nope. Come on, game. Of course you gotta freeze on me like this.
Figure out that it's like a computer issue, right?
Yeah, it's a computer issue. It might be my coolant system plus the processor. Yeah, it's fun. It hasn't completely frozen, which is nice. Like, my computer hasn't fully frozen, but my game is frozen. So, very much so.
I have to figure out how to get on to this cliff without triggering. There's like a random encounter right here and I don't want to trigger it, but I feel like doing it. I gotta figure out how to get onto this cliff without triggering that. I think I've done it.
Since you care so much, Eclipse controls almost 20% of Omega. Our transports and mechs keep the EZO moving.
Sounds very organized.
Eclipse runs like a well-oiled machine, but Omega is anything but organized. It's a constant battle for control. Then Archangel comes along and complicates things even more.
Why does Archangel give you so much trouble?
Ask him. I'm just here to make as much money as I can. We didn't come to Omega to be constrained by laws and regulations. He'll regret ever coming to Omega, I promise you.
Seems like this is personal for you.
He raided one of my transports last month, killed 2 of my best operatives. One of them was my brother, so yes, it's pretty damn personal.
What do you know about Archangel?
His life expectancy is shortening quickly.
Is that it? Nobody seems to know anything about him.
Look around, you'll learn what you need to know. He's smart, he's resourceful, and he's dangerous. But we've got him cornered. He won't be making fools of us much longer. Can I assist you further?
Where did he come from? Who is he?
Even his team didn't know that. Maybe we'll know more once we have his body. Of course, it really won't matter then.
I'll get going.
Good idea.
That should slow him down.
Nice. Anyone who activates that thing will get blown the hell up. Friend or foe.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the Blood Pack leader?
Name's Garm. That's all you need to know. I'm stuck here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
When did the Blood Pack attack?
Damn Tarek wants us to wait. I hate waiting. But he says the Suns have a plan, and they don't want us getting in their way. We're supposed to wait until the Eclipse send their mechs. We'll see.
Why are the Blood Pack on Omega?
We're the muscle on this bloody station. You need protection or want someone removed, talk to us. The Blood Pack are everywhere on Omega. Everybody loves us, and everybody hates us.
I'm guessing Archangel mostly just hates you.
He's just an uptight asshole. I don't really care what he thinks.
And of course, game freezes again.
You need to like let your computer cool down.
So what?
Do you need to like let your computer sit and cool down?
It's also it's cool enough that it's not like overheating too much, but it's just it's a pain in the ass.
I'll be the one to take him out today.
Yeah.
You watch. I'm the only one who's fought him one-on-one.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a pain in the ass. He's a Turian, which makes him slightly worse to look at than you. And he's brave, till he realizes you're more than he bargained for.
Sounds like you've had personal experience.
He tried to take me down once, waited till I was alone. Longest damn fight of my life, but I held him off till my men showed up. He wasn't so tough after that. We chased him over half of Omega. Almost had him, but the slippery bastard snuck away before we could pin him down.
I should get going.
About time.
This looks interesting.
What do you want, freelancer?
That's
Get
pretty fun.
this freelancer out of here. I don't have time for this shit.
Our shitty hay wagon.
What's your problem?
Get this guy
Our
out
good
of
one?
my face.
No, the bad one back there. He wants
Tarek, what's
I was
eating
gonna
your
say,
ass?
you better not take our only hay wagon that works.
Come on, Mary. $100.
The one that's parked by the roundabout?
Yeah, $100 is quite a bit for that junky thing. You know the tires all need to be fixed. He knows that.
How's he gonna even take it if it can't drive? Good luck to him. Didn't he say he's in Sumas?
No, not him.
I take it
Yeah.
you two are acquainted?
Oh, that sucks then.
We've crossed paths a few
Pretty sure
times.
he's in
Since
Sumas.
when do you work for so little?
Since when are you a goddamn madman?
It's Archangel. This guy's gonna kill me. Almost did already.
That bad, huh?
Weston Town?
Worse. Look, Saeed, I gotta deal with this
Oh
shit.
wait, that's on
Talk to these
Vendetta,
guys.
isn't it?
Answer whatever questions they have.
He gave us a business.
Good to see you. And who knows? Maybe you'll solve my
Hold
problem
out.
for me.
He knows all about
Anything's
the person that owned this before us.
Merle?
Good
No,
thing you
the
know
person
him.
before us, the pothead
Tarek
lady.
hates having to hire
I
freelancers.
don't know who the
He
pothead
doesn't
lady
trust
is.
anyone
Are
outside
we-
the Blue Suns.
See, but
You don't say.
she wouldn't let Merle
can I
get
do
his
for
stuff
you?
out of the barn when she was renting it out, I think, or something. When she moved in, he would
Not
let
the
her get
pothead hippie lady.
and he had like a Chevy in there.
He had a Chevy, huh?
And guess what?
What?
When my dad moved in, he was like, "Can I get my stuff out of this barn?" I don't believe it.
What's Tarek gonna do if the infiltration team fails?
To start, he'll shoot any freelancers that are still alive. After that, he'll let Eclipse and the Blood Pack take their shots. They suggested we work together, but he doesn't trust the other groups.
Archangel survives all the attacks, then you sons are on your own.
That's why Tarek wants that gunship fixed so badly. But it won't come to that. Archangel's good, but he can't hold out that long. He's already been in there over a day.
What do the Blue Suns do on Omega?
We supply goods to a lot of the groups and factions here.
Goods?
Weapons, mechs, machinery, you name it, we can get it. We also broker deals between factions. You wouldn't know it to look at him now, but Tarek can be quite a negotiator.
How did Archangel get the Blue Suns so mad at him?
He harasses and hounds us constantly. We worry that every job is a trap now. Does he know where this meeting is? Will this shipment suddenly disappear? How many men will we lose this time? Tarek's had enough. I don't blame him.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a Turian vigilante who thinks killing mercs is a fun way to pass the time. Other than that, he's a mystery. He shows up, usually at the worst possible time, and screws with our work. He can't die soon enough, if you ask me.
Why do you hate him so much?
He went after Tarek, at his home. Almost got him. Tarek's been on edge ever since, and he's making my life a living hell. Second guesses every damn thing I do. Getting the other merc bands to help us shows you just how desperate he is. They're as bad as Archangel.
We better get going.
Good idea. Make sure you check in with Kafka.
Damn it.
I'm looking for Sergeant Kafka.
You and me both, pal. He's over there working on the gunship. We go over the bridge when he gives the word. Go talk to him if you want, but I'm in no hurry.
I'll be right back.
Good luck.
Watch out!
Kafka?
Sergeant Kafka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Salky?
You met him when you were dropped off. He radioed to say you three kind of stand out from most of the other freelancers. Anyway, the infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Are you gonna give us cover with the gunship?
Huh. Tarek is the only one who flies her. Besides, she's not quite ready. That bastard Archangel gave her a beating last time she was out there. A few more tweaks, she'll be as good as new.
Why are you coordinating the attack and fixing gunships?
I'm in the infiltration group. Our team coordinates with the gunship. I'm staying back to organize the freelancers and make sure the gunship's ready to go if we need her.
So our plan is to jump the wall and head for Archangel's building?
Try not to get killed too fast. You're only a distraction, as long as you're alive. You don't have to make it all the way across. Just keep Archangel watching that bridge. The infiltration team will do the rest.
How will the infiltration team get to Archangel?
They've got two options. They trap him in close quarters, or finish the bastard off face to face. If that doesn't work, they have explosives. They'll just need time to set up.
So the bridge is the only way in?
Until the gunship's working again or the blasters finish with the tunnels. Look, we got a plan. We don't need you trying to come up with any great ideas. Just do your damn job, collect your credits, and go home.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of...
Target is in sight. Where go?
Check. Bravo team, go, go, go! Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
Dear God.
What?
Doesn't look like our
This, getting the engine cowling. It's a pain in the ass.
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
Hostiles incoming.
Are you like 100% positive I can't bring someone with me to do these?
What are you trying to do?
Getting the engine cowling for Rising Tide.
Yes, I am 100%.
We can use this.
I better equip different weapons.
So angry.
Archangel?
I was minutes. Like this one collectible was on a timer. You can only get it between whatever time and whatever time. And I was like a minute off.
To upgrade Serration.
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Garrus, what are you doing here?
Just keeping my skill sharp. A little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
You nailed me good a couple of times, by the way.
Concussive rounds only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it. Besides, you were taking your sweet time. I needed to get you moving.
What are you doing out here on Omega?
I got fed up with all the bureaucratic crap on the Citadel. Figured I could do more good on my own. At least it's not hard to find criminals here. All I have to do is point my gun and shoot.
How'd you manage to piss off every major merc organization in the Terminus systems?
It wasn't easy. I really had to work at it. I am amazed that they teamed up to fight me. They must really hate me.
What? Dinner.
Whatever you can make.
Okay.
Since when did you start calling yourself Archangel?
It's just a name the locals gave me for all my good deeds. I don't mind it, but please, it's just Garrus to you.
Well, we got here, but I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
We can't just sit here and wait for them to come to us.
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off so far. And with 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
How'd you let yourself get into this position?
My feelings got in the way of my better judgment. It's a long story. I'll make you a deal. You get me out of here alive, and I'll tell you the whole damn thing.
If we fight as a team, we'll hold them off.
You're right. Their numbers won't help them in here anyway. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard. Let's give these bastards everything we've got.
Firing an impact shot.
Snipe that one!
Grabbing cover.
Good grief. Oh my word. Oh no.
Want something done properly?
Man, this sure is.
All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel.
Usually, in like when you get into like a cliff or whatnot, it makes your horse stop. But I just got launched off this cliff.
They're sending out the heavy mechs.
That problem should take care of itself.
Scoped and dropped!
Down you go.
Training one.
Nice shot.
Scoped and dropped!
Why do you say that? I know.
Get over here.
Looks like that's all of them. Come find me before they regroup. You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. I've been hunting that little bastard for months.
Why were you after him?
He's been shipping tainted Ezo all over Citadel space. Half the goods I seized back at CSEC came from his team here on Omega. I took out a big shipment a while back and killed his top lieutenant in the process. Not surprised he decided to work with the other mercs after that.
still got Blood Pack and Blue Suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced the other side. Yeah, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
What the hell was that?
Damn it. They breached the lower level.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
Let's split up.
You sure?
Jacob, stay with you.
So.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
How do I get to the basement?
Go down a level. I'll radio directions if you need help, but you've got to get down there quick. Good luck. Shutter before they can get through.
Commencing shutdown.
Game freezes once more. There we go. That
There's
worked.
2 more shutters. Get them closed fast.
Really don't want to fight these again. The Battleists are very annoying.
Who?
Onculus, Battleists, whatever the fuck they are. The things that adapt to your fighting. Oh fuck, this is a dead end.
Hero.
Hey, what's up?
So pissed.
Why are you
I'm
pissed?
Because my stupid show left a fucking cliffhanger, like a really bad cliffhanger, and I pissed, left it where they shot my favorite
Got
character,
hostiles on the bridge,
and
but we're holding.
sitting there dying on the concrete.
Interesting.
And I can't.
Get
I
back
have
here,
to wait
Shepard. Coming in through the doors.
for this coming week for the next episode. 911.
Rip them to shreds!
It's about firefighters
Ah.
and dispatchers and
Watch
stuff.
my back.
Yeah.
I'll deal with
It's
Archangel.
really good and hilarious, but it has some key points where you're like sitting there crying. You're afraid.
Holy shit, I did it. Run away.
It's
Token incoming!
Gotta charge it. Kill this.
I think I
Leave the fuck alone.
started watching it, and I think I caught up within a week. And there's like 6 seasons, or no, 4 seasons.
It's that good.
Person's name in this game right now. Their name is Bart and Bart. Good name.
Bart Simpson?
Bart and Bart.
Thanks, Shepard. They hardly got through to me.
Making a
And
reference.
we took out Garm and his blood pack.
Yeah, I just think
I am
it's
currently live
Better
streaming
and
though.
better. He was one tough son of a
Very
bitch.
nice.
Yeah.
Bart and Bart on the live stream.
That should be the last. I think that might be the last piece I actually need.
You fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his gang to help him. We still couldn't
How's
take him
Del
out.
doing?
I've never seen a Krogan regen that fast. He's a freak of nature.
A little
He just
stressed
kept
out
at it
today.
until his Vorcha showed up. It was close.
He's
but
stressed.
I had to let him go.
From this morning, yeah, he's gonna. Tomorrow he's gonna have to deal with some.
Only the
big
Blue
ass
Suns are
shit.
left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think
Or
you're right.
or
Derek's
his
got the
soldier.
toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced
I
before.
feel bad.
Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head on.
Get your head down!
Damn it! That thing out already.
They fixed it, but not completely.
Watch your back. They're rappelling down the sidewall, ground floor.
You, Harriet. Big stupid bitch.
Leave on a cliffhanger. Next episode comes out.
Wait. NPC that just drug you. And I just hate her so much.
Like, if you're ever looking for a new show to watch that's like thrilling and like tear-jerking,
What's it on?
it's Hulu. It's called 911. Really good.
What's it like? Is it?
It's about. It's pretty much. It's about these firefighters and dispatchers and police officers that go and respond to stuff like that. Like, there's an
Is
episode
it like
that.
real or is it like a fiction?
I'm pretty sure they base it off of real things, but I'm not entirely sure if it's real.
Not like a
Like, I will say though that they kind of stick around, I guess, the real thing, just because then I think starting the season 4 or the end of season 3 to starting of season 4, they do have the COVID pandemic included.
Just hold on.
But there's like an episode, there's like an
Radio
episode
Joker.
where
Make sure they're ready for us.
this guy fakes his death and posts on the internet to all his followers that there's $5 million in a chest hiding somewhere, and then he only leaves like a riddle. So like a bunch of people are like killing themselves over this chest of gold.
That is not surprising.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like,
Woo!
you'll watch the first
Achievements
episode and you'll get hooked
galore.
just because of the first episode. The first episode is like my favorite.
Achievements galore. I love getting achievements.
Like, I think in the first episode, I don't know if you care for spoilers, because it's not a really big spoiler.
Commander, we've done what we
But
could
in the first
with Garrus,
episode,
but
in
he
the
took a
first
bad
episode,
The doc's
one of the
correct
main
with surgical
characters
procedures and
sprays
some
a
cybernetics.
guy that
Best we can
broke
tell,
into
he'll have
somebody's
full
house with a
functionality.
fire hose off his motorcycle
Shepard.
to catch him.
Tough
Yeah,
bitch.
it was pretty great.
Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
Yeah, that show, I will say that show is great. Like, I think I watched, I got, like,
No,
I
Garrus, you
got,
were always ugly.
I first saw it and
Slap
I
some
watched
face
the
paint on
first
there, no
episode
one will
and
even
I
notice.
finished within,
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face
5
is barely holding
days,
together as it is.
maybe a week.
Probably for the best.
Uh,
Everyone
of
was always ignoring you.
all the way to
and hitting on
season,
me.
all the
Time
way
for you
to
get a
the
fair shot
like
at it.
the next until the episode. I pretty much caught up to it.
Frankly, I'm more worried about you.
It's
Cerberus,
really good.
Shepard.
I'm trying to
remember
get
those
hooked
sick
on
experiments they
the
were
Lone
doing?
Star one because there's two.
That's
there's
why I'm glad you're
two
here,
different
Garrus.
ones. There's the
If I'm walking into hell,
original,
I
which
want
is
someone I
911,
trust
and
at my
then there's
side.
the Lone
You
Star
realize this
911.
plan has me walking into hell too.
The original's nice.
Just like old times.
Yeah.
I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll
Lot-
settle in
a
and
lot
see what I
better.
can do with the forward batteries.
I like it a lot better than Grey's Anatomy. And
I've never
that's-
watched Grey's.
Grey's is pretty good, but it's I have to stop it every once in a while.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
but
no,
I
I just
stopped
never-
watching
I don't-
Grey's Anatomy because I used to watch it with my mom.
Yeah.
Um,
I stopped watching it after I think maybe a season after George died. One of my favorite actors. Yeah.
it sucks on how
Oh,
he
shit.
gave his life, though.
Yeah. The fucked up part is when when somebody finally gets what he was trying to say.
Commander, you received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, I just never. I don't know. I just don't really like sit down and watch TV shows very often.
Yeah.
I don't know, or movies for that matter.
What?
I just don't like sitting still and watching things.
Yeah. Well, I will
Like
say.
I play games because I have to like do things with my hands and things, but like.
Yeah.
But then again, I have also watched The Office like 3 sometimes. So
Well-
I just need to sometimes just sit down and do it, and then I just do it,
Yeah.
and I like once I get hooked, I can't stop watching. But like,
I
I'll
will
watch it, so I'm
say I am the most pickiest person when it comes to TV shows. Like
Shepard,
the first
Yeah.
3
need me for
episodes.
something?
I have to watch
You
the
got a minute?
first 3 episodes.
Sure.
By the
Just
3rd
checking
episode, I
weapon
can
system.
I can
You can never be
probably
too careful.
realize how much
I
I'm gonna
thought
hate
I'd
or
seen
love it.
every weapon in the galaxy in our fight
Now
against
with
Cyril.
911,
Mercenary
I was hooked on the first episode, which says a
Now
lot.
Cerberus rebuilds the normal
Yeah,
because
upgrades
uh,
to boot.
just
I wish
because
we
like
joined up with them
I'm
soon.
very picky about my movies and my grandmother raised me. When she raised
We
me,
haven't
she
joined
was
Cerberus.
very
They're
picky
funding our
as
mission,
well about
that's
her
all.
TV shows, and
Relax,
I just
Shepard,
I
a figure of
pretty much
speech.
am
I can't
just like
exactly doubt
her
your judgment.
because she grew me up around
After I
these,
got my own
and
squad
yeah,
killed.
gonna
so
put this
I'm very
on my list really quick.
yeah. So I definitely recommend 911. It's really good. There
What
is
did your merc
nothing
squad
but
do?
action,
Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
which is awesome.
You saw
yeah,
Omega.
that
It
would
was
be
full
cool.
of thugs kicking
Yeah.
the helpless. I formed my team to kick back.
Like I think
We weren't
there's
mercenaries.
one person like
At least
you
nobody was paying us.
you get to see the side of the firefighters, the police officers, and the dispatchers, the 911 dispatchers,
Sounds like you
which
were
is
just
awesome.
another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong.
So
We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule.
Yeah, I'm
Every
just kind of
member
like
of my team had lost someone
yeah, I
to
just
Omega's
never watched
gangs.
very many
We weren't out to get
shows.
rich. We
I
were out
just
to make those bastards
haven't.
think twice before murdering
Yeah.
I watched
someone
just
in
a
the street.
handful, and this is. But then again, like
Doesn't
I said, I
sound like
watched
you
The
made any
Office
friends
like
with
a
the
million
gangs.
times.
I got 3
Yeah.
It's,
separate
like the only
merc
show
bands
that
to
I
work together
know,
to take
because
me
I guess
down.
it's like I know I like it a
Manager
lot,
season
so then
would
I'm
be
Yeah.
fast.
watching it.
It was simple.
And I never finished
We get
Arrested
their
Development.
shipments,
I got to like
disrupt
season 2
activities,
and then I
get
stopped
under their
watching it.
skin, make them
I
angry.
will say
And
Charge 'em right
Parks and
into
Rec,
a
I got
well-prepared
to
kill
season
zone. Crossfire
4,
and
I
snipers,
think.
clean and
Nice.
surgical. They never stood a chance.
yeah, I will say, watching this a
How'd you
show
end up
makes me
fighting
want to
mercenaries here on
be a
Omega?
911
I trained to
dispatcher.
become a Spectre after the Normandy was destroyed, but it didn't
Is
work out.
Dispatcher, is that like
Much
the
politicking at the Citadel.
It's the dispatchers, the people when you
Omega
call
was filled with
911 is the
criminals
people
nobody
who
else
answer
could
the
touch.
phone and
There
get
was no
your
red tape to
information
slow me
down. The people that sit behind the desk answer the phone,
People here needed someone to
figure out
believe
where your name, your
Someone to stand
location,
up to the local
and
thugs.
what's wrong, and then
That explains how you
they
started.
send it out
How'd you end up with a
to
squad?
the
Not too different from how you formed
police
your squad
officers
with
and
Lysander,
or
naturally. You prove that you get things done.
firefighters.
Join up.
the
Mercs who
911
wanted to
operator or
atone.
whatever.
Yeah.
Security consultants tired
I
of
feel
playing by
like
the
that would be a
rules. I
scary
gave them
job
hope.
though too, because there's so many
It's-
like crazy things
they're
you
dead.
hear.
The
I've heard a lot
cool
of people say that it's like scary.
The cool thing is, in this show, it also tells you the more you follow around in the show,
Tell me
it
about your
pretty
squad.
much tells you how
There were
heart-wrenching it is to be a 911 dispatcher. Because you can because it not only you see it, not only you pretty much watching them go through all the emotions while they're taking these calls, but you're also listening to all these calls while they're pretty much playing the part.
Yeah.
How do those
It
mercenary
seems
gangs
like it's
take down your
very
team?
heart-wrenching, but it's like
It was my own damn fault.
stressful,
One of my
but
people betrayed me. A Turian named
it's pretty good. I will
Drew
admit.
me away just before the mercs attacked my squad.
And that's hard for me to admit to a lot of shows.
Everyone except me
Looking through
is
my
dead
list
because
like
of
on
him.
Netflix and stuff now.
Because I didn't see it coming.
Now Netflix is a
I'm not
different
sure
story.
I
I can
understand.
tell you a bunch of
What
things on
happened
Netflix.
exactly?
I've got a
Sedonis
lot
asked for
of
my help on a
ones
job.
on Netflix
When
that
I got to
wanna
the meeting
watch.
point, nobody was there. By the
Well,
time I
do
got
too.
back to our hideout,
is on
the
Netflix. I
mercs
never
had killed
watched
all but
Tiger
two of my
King.
squad.
I wasn't interested in as soon as they popped it out.
Do you know where
It
Sedonis
just
is
didn't
now?
look interested.
I didn't care enough
His
to
trail
watch it.
vanishes after he
Yeah.
leaves Omega.
I,
But I'll keep
I
hunting.
watched You.
I lost my whole
Yeah.
Or I
team
watched
except for
some of it.
Sedonis.
I watched
You was
season 1.
good.
I'll find him.
And
You
then
was good.
But I watched season 1 and then I started season 2 and then I got bored of it.
Thanks for coming by.
I will
It was the
say
same as season 1 and I didn't like it and I was like, okay, this is the same thing.
it was the same as it's. I will say it's the same as season 1, but from a girl's perspective towards him though. Like, if you want a spoiler for that, pretty much
I have a present for you,
he
Doc.
meets this chick and this chick just happens to be just as crazy as he is.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
I've
see, I
always
never got to
regretted
that.
not
I just got to
opening
that he
original
was still
bottle
being
when I
crazy
still
with,
could.
what's her name, Lover?
I won't
Yeah.
make the same mistake
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I only got to see. I
Why
only got
don't we
to
open this
episode
bottle
3
right here,
of
right
that
now?
one, so
Yeah.
I never
You
got
and me.
anything.
You crack open the
Yeah,
bottle.
I can
I'll
just
get the glass.
like I said, I can just spoil it for you. Pretty much, she ends up with him
I
and
thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken
pretty much is
Jenkins'
just as
back,
crazy
but
as
Jenkins
he
popped up
is
and
to the
yelled,
point where
"That was awesome!"
yeah. I will say though, if you want a
Jenkins.
huge spoiler
Soldiers like
of that,
him make the
she's
Alliance
pregnant in the end
great.
with his
Great.
kid.
Well, isn't that
Cerberus
supposed to be
lacks
season
the
3?
same
Yep.
There's gonna be a
enthusiasm.
season 3. It's gonna have a kid involved. That's what I heard.
Yep.
With
I
your
have a
service
Netflix show
record,
that's
you
called
could have gotten a
Babies
tour of duty on any
my
of my
list for
shit.
some reason.
Why'd you really leave?
Lock and Key is a really good show.
Maybe it's less about leaving.
It's about these kids. It's about this family that moves into their father's old house that they grew up in, and there's these keys everywhere. There's keys that pretty much you can float around as a spirit, pretty much travel anywhere you've ever
Don't you
ever
have
been.
any friends or family?
Yeah, that show's really
Not
good.
lacking friendship.
My mom, so great news is okay. I've heard that.
Joko
like,
will always have Frolic syndrome.
My mom said Community.
He would
was
never
really
admit
good.
it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish he
And
weren't.
The Good Place is supposed to be really good.
Sadly,
Fate, the Winx saga
Treating
is
Joker
really good
gives
as
you
well.
a kind of stability.
so does his
It's
ship,
just the
even if it's a copy.
live action of the actual cartoon.
Maybe it's you.
If you're into cult things,
Shepherd.
Wild Wild Country is
Our
really cool.
immovable center.
Hell yeah.
I like
A
cults.
place for a person to stop.
So I
Same.
love cult things on my my
Or
page
maybe
here.
I'm just
But Wild Wild Country is about the Rajneeshpuram cult. or
Rain.
whatever,
hurt
Rajneesh.
if it was simple
Yeah.
like that.
If you like
it's very interesting.
Here's
yeah, if you
simply being
like
happily drunk.
I'll
things
drink
from
to
the like back in the day where they pretty much were all fancy or like old like when people ruled, I guess. I have two different ones. Bridgerton was really good and Rain is really good.
I've heard about
Bridgerton is my favorite. Rain is really
I've heard that
really
one
good.
is, I've heard that one's popular for a multitude of reasons.
Oh yeah.
Bridgerton
Was awesome.
I watched the SNL episode with what's his name?
Duke.
I don't remember his name. Reggae Jean Paul. Watched the episode and it was just them making fun of Bridgerton a lot. Well, not really making fun. And it was just like, yeah, so this is why people like Bridgerton. He's like, yep. And so I haven't watched Bridgerton, but apparently they like it for a very specific. They like it for a different reason.
I will say it's really good. So is Rain. Rain is really good. Zoo is really good. I've kind of stopped watching it though. I think I got to a certain season and then I stopped watching it.
My aunt was telling me about this movie today. Okay, that's okay. Wait. There's two things called Zoo.
Well, there's a show and
a movie.
Yeah, a movie. The show is what you. The show is what you want.
About like World War II.
The Zoo is the one you want. The TV show. That one's really good. It's about these animals that I guess got infected and that are kind of turning into like zombies, but not. Like they're changing their behavior and stuff.
Yeah. I see. It says kind of like animal species begin attacking humans.
Yeah. Changing behavior patterns.
Jackson Oz tries to discover the cause of the sudden change.
Yep. I will say, it is really good. That show can be
also
really
Big Time Rush is on.
Yes.
Big Time Rush is on Netflix, and I remember watching that, and my sister watched it.
Ari has a job she needs doing.
So is iCarly.
Keep that from happening.
If you like haunting, do you like a horror TV show?
Maybe.
The Haunting of Bly Manor is a great.
Oh my god, The Haunting of Bly Manor is amazing.
It is gorgeously amazing. I
It is the only horror show that I genuinely appreciate for being a psych horror.
Yeah, I haven't watched the first one, which is The Haunting of the Hill House.
Farm is on Van Dyke. It's right across from Mary Lenore's house.
I'll look into
it. That Kramer farm is right across from.
Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
I saw it on the way when I went to Stony Ridge every day for work.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Haunting of Hill's House yet.
Okay, I put that on my list. I'll have to watch that one. I've been putting all these on. Well, not all of them. I'm putting some on the list. Okay, but.
Yeah, I'm a huge TV and movie buff, so like if you want like a kind of cheesy romantic movie that's slightly a thriller, Safe Haven is a good one. Pretty much about a woman that moves.
I'm also like a comedy person. Like I like comedy too.
Same.
And my favorite comedian is John Mulaney, and that's the only person that I've actually watched comedy specials for, because they're so funny. He's like this awkward guy, but also it's so funny. But recently he was like in rehab recently, and he's also divorcing his wife. It's so out of nowhere. It's like, what the heck, but...
Is that you?
I will say, the show Seven Deadly Sins, it's an anime. That's a really good comedy show, action show. It's really nice.
I've never seen an anime.
Well, Seven Deadly Sins is on Netflix, and it's my favorite.
What brings you to Omega?
It's one of my
What brings
favorites.
anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain...
Yeah, I'm a huge movie buff. I have tons of movies and tons of shows. Like if you like sci-fi, Stargate SG-1 is my original favorite. I'm a sci-fi nerd. Well, I grew up around it. That one, if you like sci-fi and aliens and stuff, they travel through portals and meet different aliens in different episodes.
Success, failure,
awesome.
all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain...
It's also like a really old show, so it's like from 1970 or 1997. It's a great show though.
Hello again, Commander.
Yeah.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with
They also
you.
have
You convinced
spin-offs
me
where
to turn
there's
my
one
life around.
SG-1 Atlantis,
now,
I think.
believe it or not.
Stargate Atlantis, I think. That's a spin-off of the same show, but it's just in a different area. The 100's really good if but you have to get through the first 4 to 5 episodes.
My sister watched that, and I just don't know. I like didn't, but I remember my sister watched that. Oh.
You have to get. It's the very beginning is very slow, so you have to get through the first 3
That
or
seems
4
like a hopeless job in a place
Same
like
with
this.
the 4400.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work.
I have a good amount of things that I need to watch, but I'll probably never watch.
I will say, if you want a hilarious comedy that's slightly like action, Mr. Right. That movie is absolutely hilarious.
Oh,
More noble than I expected.
Wait. I think I have not seen
It's just
it.
that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error.
It has
You convinced
in
me
it?
that I could use my contacts and skills
has
for
her
things
in it.
other than smuggling and
Perfect.
exploitation.
I really did like all the Pitch
Thank you
Perfect.
for that.
She is hilarious in that, and it's all awesome. That whole.
Well,
that whole
I'm glad to hear you're
movie
keeping
is
out of
awesome.
trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
Like I couldn't stop laughing that whole movie.
I have to go.
Love that.
Of course. You must have more important
What?
things to do.
What? Why didn't he pay you? That's kind of rude. Oh, he just forgot to pay you? Oh my word, Dad. So it's Dad's fault.
Alright, so I'm gonna end it there. It's been 3 hours and
He's taking
45
our
minutes that I've been streaming.
No, I know, but he's just gonna have the goats? He's just gonna have the goats?
Western Town, the kids go to it, and
Oh, so we can go see it.
So that's the first 3 hours and 46 minutes of the lives of the game.